What is up, everybody? I am back. Some breaking NFL news. The Panthers have released waived quarterback Baker Mayfield. Not too surprising, as PJ Walker's looked better, and then Sam Darnold started last week and won the game for the Panthers. So not surprised. No reason for Baker to be on that roster. If something happens to Darnold, PJ Walker will come in and play for him. So not so much what this news means to the Panthers. Baker was not going to be their long-term answer at quarterback. I think everybody knew that. I don't know if Darnold or PJ Walker are either, but it certainly wasn't going to be Baker. The question is, will Baker Mayfield land in San Francisco? Obviously, it's kind of cliche to talk about it, but it is certainly the most obvious landing spot for him. The Niners, unfortunately for them, lost Jimmy Garoppolo for the season yesterday with a broken foot. They've already lost Trey Lance for the year with an MCL or ACL earlier in the year. I'm not sure which one it was. They're down to Brock Purdy, who was the last pick in Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft out of Iowa State. I'll be honest, I like Brock Purdy. I actually thought he was a fairly decent NFL prospect. Not, in the way not in the way like Kenny Pickett was or any of those guys, but someone that I did think was capable of playing in the NFL. And he's been in the system. He's been praised as knowing the system, and he played well yesterday. Now, a lot of times what happens is, a team's not expecting that quarterback to play. Film is out on him, and, he may struggle a little bit. Now that the film is out on Brock Purdy and defenses make adjustments, he may drop down a little bit. May not. Maybe he is legitimate. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know if Baker Mayfield is an upgrade over Brock Purdy, but it's a good insurance hedge for the Niners. Mayfield's been pretty bad this year and was pretty rough last year. 2020 was really his last good full season. But you're starting a quarterback with no experience right now in the NFL. Not only is he a rookie, not only is he not having experience, also a rookie, so he hasn't even been, just doesn't even have that like veteran savvy maybe that a Baker Mayfield has. I expect the Niners to stick with Brock Purdy. I'd be pretty shocked if they don't put in a waiver claim for Baker Mayfield. I would still think Purdy would start. Like I said, he's been in the system this whole offseason and played well. I don't think it's good for team morale to just bench Purdy, signing a guy that has, signing Mayfield. I think that's fine, but I don't think starting him after a week when Brock Purdy's been there all season, working with these guys, sends the right message necessarily. Like I said, I'm not even convinced Mayfield will be better, but I think it's a move you kind of have to make if you're the Niners, because there's a chance Brock Purdy just isn't good. There's a chance Baker's not good either, and he hasn't been in a while, but there may be some upside there. Kyle Shanahan's a fantastic offensive coach as well, so you pair him with a good coach, in a system that Baker has had some success with in Cleveland with Kevin Stefanski, similar offense to the Shanahan offense, so Baker did have some success there. So certainly a chance he could replicate that with Shanahan. And he's got good weapons. You've got Debo. You've got George Kittle. You've got McCaffrey. I know Elijah Mitchell's out for a while. You've got a good offensive line with Trent Williams and whatnot. So you've got some ways for a quarterback. And this would apply to Brock Purdy having success as well, where they don't necessarily have to ball out, going deep down the field or anything like that. It's guys who can get the ball in their hands and they can do the work with it. And you've got probably the best defense in the league as well. So it'll be interesting to see. I do think the Niners, and my kids are screaming out there, they're fine, no worries. Yeah, I think they're playing. Hopefully we'll find out here in a minute when I get off this video. But I do think the Niners put in a claim for Baker Mayfield. It makes sense that, they need somebody there in case Purdy doesn't work. But I do think they stick with Brock Purdy and see what they have. I actually, as far as your Niners fan watches, I still think the team's in pretty decent shape. I do think they'll miss Jimmy G's leadership. I think that's a big blow to that. But you've still got an elite running game. You've got elite skill players. Ayuk's another one. I didn't mention Ayuk. And you've got one of the best defenses in the league. Does this hurt the Niners? Yeah, it's hard for me to envision Brock Purdy in a Super Bowl, but it's still not hard for me to envision this Niners team making a run here and doing some damage. So we'll see. But yeah, Baker Mayfield will be released by the Panthers. The obvious question is going to be, does he land in San Francisco? So we'll see. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.